Welcome back to Jeff Koinange live at the Villa Rosa Kempinski, sitting here amongst heroes. That clip you just saw there, Umra Omar left a fancy high-flying job in New York City to go start Safari Doctors there in Lamu. You see the work they're doing, incredible, so incredible. CNN has identified her as one of their CNN heroes. How about that? The only black woman, I might say, the only African. And I tell you, next week they're going to make that announcement for the 10 finalists. And then you can be able to vote yourselves about who will be the overall CNN hero. But to us, no doubt, a CNN hero. Keep tweeting, folks. The tweets coming in very thick, very fast. At Edie Rashid, at Ashamwilu, and now we have a new one, at Umra Omar. And of course, at Koinange Jeff, please use the hashtag Africa's Finest. Let me just read a couple of tweets there. OT, Titus is there at the top saying, tell Asha and Rashid, we have never been so proud. Tears dropping. So proud being a Kenyan right now. Talk about Mashujaa Day. Shuja's right here. Dennis Gitch, you say, you are real Kenyan ambassadors and heroes. Kudos, Ashamwilu and Rashid Edie. Omondi Kochieng says, their story was superb and on sync. Kudos. Keep tweeting, folks. Keep tweeting. By the way, the tweets are powered by LG OLED, as in OLED. What a screen. Oh, my. Welcome, Umra. My goodness, what a story. I didn't even, I know you, but I didn't even know this part of you is, it's incredible.
Because you don't say hi anymore.
Oh, and now you're a CNN hero. Congratulations.
Asante.
So you came up with the Safari Doctors in 2014?
It was end of 2014.
What made you do that? What made you come back?
After we came home for a 1-month vacation, summer bunny kind of thing happening, and came across some acquaintances about a program that used to run before that had come to a halt because of the kidnappings in Lamu. So I kind of just started digging my teeth into that, figuring out what happened and if we could revive it. Went into 2 months, 3 months, until I called the airline and they said, your ticket is expired. It's been a year. And so I realized it was something that was very worthwhile and required me to be here.
Any regrets about leaving New York City? Zero. You're kidding me. How long were you there?
I was in NY back and forth for like about 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. By the way, I must add at this point that Umra Omar is about to deliver any moment now. Yeah. The ambulance and the medics are right there beyond the screen. So guys, you're in good hands. You're in good hands. If you want to drop it like it's hot.
Like it's hot, Kabisa. That is correct.
Yeah.
A couple of days away, anytime.
Real quick, when's the announcement?
For
the
26th of October is when the selected 2016 CNN heroes get narrowed down to 10. And then people are required to vote for the 10 to select the hero of the year in December.
Yeah. Was that right when I mentioned you're the only black person?
I'm the person of Africa, a woman from Africa. There's an African American, there's a wonderful man from Colombia, and a range of other diverse participants as well on the 20-something that have been selected.
So of the 10, and then they have a voting line, or they have a voting whatever link.
Yeah, once they announce on the 26th, you can start voting next Wednesday, and you can vote every day. The same person can vote every day. Yeah. And then towards the end, that's December now, is when the announcement for the one selected.
Yeah. Folks, you must go to CNN.com from next Wednesday on and look for CNN Heroes. I'm sure there's a link there. Look for Umra Omar. Let's all make her a hero, just like we have our own heroes here. CNN Multi-Choice African Journalist of the Year Awards. How does that make you feel? I mean, look at that. Another fellow Kenyan.
I mean, I think people like Umra are the real heroes because we travel, we go to far-flung areas like Lamu, and just hearing about her work amazes me. I think these are the real heroes in Kenya.
Thank you.
Rashid and I only tell their stories, and it's good to get recognition for that. But when you hear that she's there every single day, we went there for like a week to 8 days, but she's there every day.
She's there every day.
It's very humbling because essentially, let's start with what gets amplified, what stories or which people or which realities get amplified. Just sitting here on the bench, we're so accustomed to the stories being, of our celebrity politicians or the heroes, the narratives that we put on the table.
Yeah.
So it's also very refreshing to, sit here with Asha and Rashidi and be like, actually, it's the average Kenyan. It's the power is in all of our hands to make however small a difference, but we're so used to looking up and finding this like God-given kind of halo person to make the difference.
Yeah.
So it's also very timely with the Mashuja Day, with the selection that just happened.
Yeah.
And I think Kenyans have more power than we realize in defining and chartering our own destinies. So that's very, very exciting.
Absolutely. Rashid, how does that make you feel? Look at that, heroes.
It feels me to be proud being Kenyan.
Yeah.
Because leaving a job from all the way from the US, where everybody wants to go to America to work there.
Yes.
Then she came back to Kenya just to do this. It's really amazing.
Kenya's hot.
Kenya's hot.
And by the way, let me add, you may not know this. Once they started this mobile medical service in Lamu, at one point, just like you guys in Mandera, Al-Shabaab targeted them and they bombed a place where they were working. I mean, dangerous. It's hostile environment, Umra.
It's kind of between a rock and a hard place, and unfortunately, it's the average Kenyan that gets caught in between. So you have the military, you have the militants, they're targeting the government, but then what's being targeted is actually being used by civilians. So it's a matter of navigating that terrain and knowing that you're coming from a neutral standpoint and do what you gotta do.
Okay, do you feel scared out there? Does it worry you being there?
You can't be scared. It's like somebody asking, do you feel... Nairobi's more scary to me, actually.
Really?
Yes. Because fear is relative. Fear is within. So it's kind of like what you decide is fearful that goes in, or else you wouldn't go in. There is that sense of you have to be cautious. You can't be reckless.
Sure.
Especially when you have other people you're responsible to take care of. But fear, kind of, the thing that's fearful is fear itself. And
Absolutely.
Once we have gone past that,
I'm asking this question because we were in Juba recently after they had a mess of a firefight for 2 days. So we went to interview the president in the palace, and we could see bullet holes everywhere, pockmark in the walls outside everywhere. There's still blood stains on the ground. And Rashid, it's a dangerous job that you people do.
In fact, when we were at the border with Asha, doing our stories there, the security personnel was showing us the bullets everywhere. And then there's a security person who told us, just across where those cars are, they might be snipers looking at you. You guys, you don't have any bulletproof. You don't have anything. What will you do? The guy was holding a gun and he was scared. And we were there. We have to deliver a story to Kenyans.
Exactly.
We passed through a lot here.
Asha?
Yeah, I mean, especially when you're there and you have security, because we had 2 police officers helping us, and those same people are telling you, you guys are in trouble here, like just be careful. It does make you step back and just think, okay, this is much bigger than what I expect. But Umra said it right. I think you do have a moment where you stand and you think to yourself, there's not a lot of people doing what I'm doing, I have to carry on. And then that fear just goes.
Sure. Umra, we put up your website in case people want to help, because it's mostly voluntary, right? You have one permanent nurse, I think, and then most of the clinicians are voluntary. And it's what is it, safaridoctors.org? Safaridoctors.org. So if someone wants to help, if someone wants to...
So we've been able to run this for 2 years, mainly based on well wishes. We've mobilized via GoFundMe page to start with, so a lot of crowdsourcing online is what has actually been fueling the motorbike, paying the nurse's salary. And then right now is when we're starting to get traction to be able to facilitate bigger funding through the organization grant applications. But it's funny is that a lot, most of it has been from the $10 here from a friend, the $50 over there, the 1,000 bob that somebody sambazes. And you pull that in and you see you can actually do something with it. A lot of people would ask, who's the Mzungu behind this organization? And that's the mentality I feel like we need to start stepping away from.
I think the Mzungu behind this operation is your Ethiopian husband. Is that what it is?
Let's censor that part and move on
We're
to the
live.
next one.
We can't.
Yeah, well, for him, he is the biggest financier in support, and that is hands down.
Yeah.
Because being in Lamu, the conservative culture of it is like, which husband would let you
Yeah.
jump
Do-
in
yeah.
boats,
Yeah.
heavily
Because
pregnant,
that's
run
what you
around?
do. You sail up and down, right?
Yeah, we go up to the
on
north.
a dhow.
On a big traditional dhow, yeah.
And sometimes it gets stuck in sandbanks and stuff.
That's the best part. Then you don't have to go anywhere, and you can get the crab or whatever is swimming by
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
kind of plan the next
Wow.
phase, yeah.
Wow. What a life.
It's amazing.
Huh?
You're incredible.
It doesn't. No, everyone is incredible.
Yeah.
You just have to tap into that
That's true.
lining.
That's true.
And it doesn't have to be painful. Like
Yeah.
whatever you choose to do,
Yeah.
Have fun.
yeah, you could make
Absolutely.
the best of the worst.
Absolutely. You were talking about your colleagues being so happy for you earlier on. Then we go to our tweets. OT. OT, let's go to the tweets over there. OT, you're asleep there. Thank you. Betty Chalo, your colleague.
Yeah.
Anchor.
Desk mates in the office.
Desk mate.
Yeah.
Really? She says, Asha Mwilu and Rashid, you work so hard. Asha, I've seen you at work and your passion is evident in all you do. You guys are Africa's finest. Wow.
For real.
Dennis Kahiga says, congratulations to those journalists. They are actually the best as we speak. Very soon I will be like them from Chuka University.
For sure.
Huh?
For sure.
You
That
see,
can
inspiring.
happen. Yeah, that can
Oh,
happen.
well done, well done. Keep the tweets coming at Edie Rashid, at Umra Omar, at Ashamwilu, at Koinanga Jeff. The hashtag Africa's finest. Brian Monena says, what an inspiration. I know the young Kenyans will train more to be like them. Do you feel like that way? I mean, because you are going to inspire people.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a CNN award.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to go to Atlanta like Rashid.
Well, I think I'm really passionate about young people. I'm a young person as well, but I think we need to reinvest back into the people coming up. So in addition to being at KTN, I'm going to be teaching as well. I'm going to the classroom and doing some lectures.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So whatever I've learned in the newsroom, I'd really like to give it back to the young journalists
Already?
coming up. Yeah.
Already?
I mean,
You're
what's-
28.
Jeff, you should teach me, and I should teach the next generation. That's how it should be.
Oh,
Right.
each one teach one.
Yeah.
Standing on the shoulders
Exactly.
of, right?
Exactly. It's true.
Excellent. Rashid.
We're gonna be there. It just takes patience and hard work. It took 13 years to be where I am. So I'm just gonna tell them.
That's
they're
right,
gonna
because
be
there's
there.
some people watching you saying, I can do this tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's not going to happen overnight, right?
Yeah.
It's not.
It takes a journey. It's just step by step, and then they'll achieve this. Just patience and
Yeah.
hard work.
Yeah, yeah. Umrah.
By the time Jeff says, okay, come sit on this chair, it means you've tarmacked and you've done all of that. So, but yeah, it's, I used to think it was, it was such a cliche thing when somebody would say, you have to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Because by the time it's actually on the front line is the sweat and the blood and the tears that's
Yes.
kind of gone into what you're doing. You have to be passionate
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Did you think that CNN would come calling? Did you think that they were filming you or they came observing you, obviously, before they did that clip?
I was barely trying to keep up with the heat in Lamu and kind of, you're like, oh my God, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
Because you get those moments of, what are you doing? And you're kind of like, pushing day by day. And out of the blue, that happened barely after like a year and a half
Yeah.
of being there, and roller coaster.
Yeah. By the way, there's a young gentleman who's won this award before, CNN hero.
Which one?
His name is, somebody tweet me. He won the solar guy. What's his name? The solar guy. A few years ago.
I know,
CNN
I can't
hero.
remember his name, but I know
Somebody
him.
tell me,
A Kenyan, right?
Yeah, Kenyan guy.
I remember.
Somebody tweet and remind me because I'm a little older than you guys. So you're in good company.
There's actually been 3 other Kenyans that I know of that have made it to the top 10. And that
He was in the top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is so I must say, like, the Kenyans have been holding the torch as well.
It's incredible.
And
It's not just our
hopefully-
athletes, huh?
Yeah.
Look at this.
We're trying.
More tweets. OT, more tweets. Oscar Kipkorio says, Inspirational Thursday came early. I like that. Great personalities on the show. Indication of a brighter future. Asha Mwilu and Rashid, congrats. We have confirmed to CNN that we are a hotbed of wits, diligent Kenyans. That's Roy Otieno. Thank you, Roy. That's right.
CNN
Hotbed of
making up.
wits. Kimanthi Harrison says, I had to switch off from Champions League to watch Africa's finest. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Proud of you guys.
That's my sister.
Yeah. Hamida Mwilu, is that your sister?
my sister.
Okay, Hamida says, we are family. Okay. Asha Mwilus are so proud of the heroes on your show.
Oh.
Well done, Hamida. Oh, that's sweet.
Oh,
That's sweet.
Alamin.
Hey, Alamin Kimathi, the northerner who's always saying negative stuff. Look at him today.
I know.
They told a great story and really deserve the award.
Thank you.
Following in the footsteps of the great John Allen Namo. Oh, well done, Alamin. Well done. Guys, it's incredible. I mean, people, this is what we need.
Yeah.
You know, when we talk about heroes, when we talk about people making a difference, it's you guys. It's your generation. It's now. It's much. You're the new Shujas.
It's a lot of Kenyans, I think. I've met incredible people doing amazing work for this country. So it's good to have people on your show like Umra and Rashid and myself to show Kenyans that it's just wherever you are, you can make a difference in whatever small thing that you do.
Yeah.
That's what we need in this country. We need a lot of positivity.
It's also a big request to ask people to step out of their comfort zone. Because only then do you truly discover your true abilities and the change that you can make. And especially when you're bombarded with all this media of quick money, looking good, and like you're having a pacified young generation. So for me, it's like exciting to kind of seek these platforms where you're step out of that zone, like kind of go do something. And sometimes it means sacrificing that salary, that paycheck at the end of the month.
Absolutely.
Or it means, so it's
The satisfaction is there.
It's the reward is beyond.
It's priceless.
It's priceless.
It's priceless. Folks,
Yeah.
I want to take another break, come back, talk about the way forward. The way forward. Not just inspiring the next generation, but what can we do to make this country great? It is already great, but you guys, what stories can we write to rewrite the narrative and discard the stereotypes? Keep tweeting at Edie Rashid, at Umra Omar, at Asha Mwilu, at Koinange Jeff, the hashtag Africa's finest. And no doubt we have Africa's best and brightest, the finest, the best of the best of the best. Jeff Koinange live at the Villa Rosa Kempinski takes a break. We'll be back. Rashid, in a moment.
You know, Mom.